Okay, well, we're started. Welcome everyone to another episode of Thought OPPS. We got people on here being disruptive.
I know you.
Unruly, I mean, being disruptive.
What you say?
Talking about, I said disruly.
What?
That's Kennedy.
Hey, she put that good already.
And my name is Still Biz. See, we got unruly one right here. My name is Still Biz, one of the hosts. Welcome to another episode of, you see it right there, another episode of Thought OPPS. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, how you doing?
You about to cry, you laughing so hard.
Hey, how y'all doing? EJ. I'm EJ Briz. Hope everyone's having a nice.
Did you say DJ Briz?
I said EJ.
Oh.
Don't, just because you messed up, don't try to put that on me. I am EJ Briz, one of your hosts. Hope everyone's having a positive, lifetime, whatever, day, week, year, month, and all that other good stuff.
I'm not even gonna lie. Before the show started, I spilled coffee everywhere, all over the table, because she done made me nervous.
That's
you know
what I do.
That's what she do to. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we do have a guest. We might as well introduce yourself.
Yeah, introduce yourself.
Yeah, made me knock my coffee over.
I didn't do it. I didn't do that.
Go ahead.
I'm Curvvy CEO.
Go ahead.
And I'm hoping everybody had a good week too. Mine was perfect.
Great. And we're gonna have her name up top, Curvvy CEO.
Two B's.
Two B's.
Two B's.
Yeah, if you
Curvy.
Oh no! It was something else. I did put two V's on there. Yeah, two V's because that means she's strapped to Curvvy CEO. Welcome, Curvvy CEO. So
Thank you.
So speaking of our week, my week was pretty eventful. Not because I was kind of sick this week, but in the beginning of the week I'm fine now. But I had like just a little sinus coughing and sneezing and stuff. I'm fine right now, and I burnt my hand too, as you can see. Burnt my hand this week, but my week was pretty good. No problem this week. What about your week?
Hey, my week, I'm still recovering from my car accident, still dealing with this concussion. Hey,
we get to record tomorrow though for the leg.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Dude, no, really? Yeah, we got to record tomorrow for the leg. I got two beautiful scenes that I've written, so
I'm not in them, so.
Yeah.
I am.
Sorry. Okay. How was your week?
How was your week? You having fun already. It's like the first 3 minutes you having a blast.
I'm not in the movie. I was not even asked, but I know somebody in the movie. However, my week.
Who do you? It's a show.
My week was very well. And that's it. I'm not gonna even go in depth, but I'll leave it at that.
Why you ain't gonna go in depth?
Because I'm not.
Who do you know from the show? Who do you know from
the show?
From the lake? You know, it's a lot of people from the lake.
Yeah. It's Cleveland based. So
you're right.
So I could potentially know a lot of people.
Right.
So we'll talk about that. Okay.
We'll talk about that. But I do want to do like a real quick shout out to Damani Glave, my nephew, who just did the show. Somebody that's in fashion, just like yourself. He was just in New York Fashion Week, and he got pictures with
Offset.
Offset, and Offset holding up his brand and showing off his brand. Dope. So we shout out nephew Selassie.
Major.
And that's major. I'm gonna have your picture with Offset up top. And another thing I want to give a shout out to somebody else that did the show. Philip Whedon, his gym, Extreme Compounds. Y'all know they always having sales, always having classes. Anybody that's interested in getting fit, Extreme Compound is a great place to go get fit. That's where I just left today. I got a bunch of gym memberships.
You go.
He gonna try. She's a troublemaker because she be watching the show. She know you ain't playing fit. No, he ain't allowed. I mean, he allowed, but
yeah. Shout out to Extreme Compound.
Yeah.
And I want to shout out my family at New Life because I go to New Life Fitness.
Okay.
So shout out New Life.
Yeah, so yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Extreme because I was there today. I'm like, this is a nice place to work out.
Yeah, it is. It's very nice.
Very nice to work out.
You gotta go.
You gotta go. Yep. I am still reading The Vanishing Half. I know Eric said he tired of me talking about that book, but the only reason I'm still talking about that book is because if you're looking for a really good black fictional book to read, The Vanishing Half is a awesome story. It's about colorism and it's about this family and them living in a town where everybody's light skinned and the dark skinned people. You just got to pick it up. But let me talk about books because I'm trying to finish the book. But books I've read before: Caste. I'm gonna have to put it up top because I gave that book away. Caste by Isabella Wilkerson. That's actually it's a book of the caste system. You know about the caste system in different countries because we have racism here, but in different countries we have a caste system where it is different shades. Like in India, different shades of people get treated better. So it's a caste system. No, I'm telling the people that don't know what it is. So people don't know what it is. Some people don't know what it is. So it's a book about Isabella Wilkerson. That was a great book. I read her first book before The Warmth of Other Suns, and that's about the migration, the Great Migration, when different people left the South, different families left the South. One of them was doctor. What's his name? Sammy Davis Jr.'s doctor. And then talk about family that moved to Chicago. Just a bunch of different families that left the South. Interesting. Yeah, so that was another great one of her books. And Kindred, which was a great book. And I saw the miniseries. It's a slave book, but it's about a woman that her husband or her boyfriend. The book and this miniseries is so different. Her husband or her boyfriend, they left. She keep blacking out, and then she go in the past back to where her family was as slaves, and she bring him with her. Cause when she black out, and he is in the time he's white, and he's in the time of slavery. And
you reading a lot of slave books, man.
But you want to know what I think that just like I said. Okay, this is the thing about reading a lot of slave books. So I'll be wanting to get like good black books, right? And I don't never read what a book is about. If it's fiction, I don't read it. Yeah, if it's fiction, I don't want to read what the book is about. Okay. I end up reading a book, and it's always a slave book. I'm like, man, why? It's a lot of slave books. But those are the two books that I wanted to just bring your attention to if you look for good books to read: Caste and Kindred.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, now he want to talk about books. This dude, I don't know when he started reading.
As you guys, I'm still reading my book, Bad News, Why We Fall for Fake News. I'm really getting into it. It's really good because I'm at the portion where it talks about that even though we complain about the news and hearing bad news all the time, that how we're drawn towards bad news and how we tend to share more bad news than good news, and like how the news starts off the news segment with bad news because it was a guy at a news station that had a slogan where it said, "If it bleeds, it leads." So basically, a lot of news stations or whatever use this type of stuff.
I got a question.
You know, I'm explaining the book. Bro.
Okay, go ahead.
You get your question after I explain the book, buddy. And then they talk about how it was used to scare people and all this scare tactics and all that stuff.
What page you on? I just want to know what page you on.
You're so mischievous.
120.
Oh, really? Well, you got to bring it back to the library because I know you don't own it.
That might be back on Wednesday.
Yeah, because he making show books though stay in his house. I got 2 bookshelves over there with books. This is what I do. I own books and I give books.
You had your portion of the book segment. Can I get my portion?
Go ahead. You got 2 books?
Hey,
talk about look at the library thing on the back of the book.
My second book that I'm reading is called The Daily Dad. It's 366 meditations on parenting, love, and raising great kids. So, me being a father, and, a lot of times I feel like I'm not doing enough for my son. I like to, try to read up and see how I can become a better parent, how I can help my son out. Not just my son, but, family members, friends and stuff like that. Just to become a better person or whatever. So this book is really set up by month. day by day. So it's like one meditation for each day. So
you need to meditate.
yeah. So I'll probably purchase this book. I gotta take this back to the library because you see.
But you see that's like that book. That's like an Apollo. Remember when people go to Apollo and sing gospel songs? So you can't move. So you can't move. That's why you got the damn. Don't talk about the kids. That's why you want the damn. So I had to sit up there quiet.
So I feel like if you're a father, you're a parent, or whatever,
I can't talk about the kids.
You could use this book with whatever whatever religious book that you choose to live by, whatever. I feel like this is a great companion to that book. So that's it.
Okay, that was awesome. So that's the book segment. This dude enjoyed then. It used to be shorter.
It's gonna be short. There ain't gonna be no books for me next week.
And more informative. But great job with your reading and from your library books. Okay, so weekly topics, we're gonna have the Mexican officials revealing the aliens. We're gonna talk about that, and Tyrese and DJ Envy and the crying game, and then we're gonna talk about BG being released from prison, all the bad press for that, and then Bow Wow wants to go back to college and pledge. I don't know what he wanted to be, an alpha.
He said he wants to be an alpha.
He did not say. He said for alpha for real. Yeah. No, he didn't. You just making stuff. Just making stuff up. Yeah, because I'm an alpha, so you just want to say alpha. No, I think Bow Wow wanted to be a Kappa. He look a Kappa. But this is a portion where we're gonna interview our guests. Our guests. How you doing today?
What's up? I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean, I know she having tons of fun already.
Yeah. So, what exactly is it that you do? Exactly.
Everything good. I'm so glad you asked that.
Okay.
So honestly, I'm a nurse. I'm a mom of 3 girls, college kid, high school, and middle school.
You got a kid in college?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't even look like it.
So, thank you. I mean, shout out to my mom. God did his thing.
Black don't crack unless black smoke crack.
I never did it. Obviously, I don't need to. But I'm a parent liaison, so I work for CMSD.
Okay. Content
creator, producer.
Okay.
And I just do whatever I feel like I'm a passion of mine. Okay. I just go around with it. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
So you're in the fashion, right? So you having a fashion show that's coming up.
Yes.
So can you tell the people out there a little bit more about your fashion show? You said before we started the show, you said this is the 4th one.
This is the 4th one.
4th one. Yeah. So can you give the people what they want?
So we actually started with me just trying to come on the scene as a new brand. So my brand was Curvvy Nurse.
Okay.
I was introducing it to the world maybe about, I'll say, 5 to 6 years ago.
Okay.
And I was trying to be a part of a fashion show, and it was just like, they kind of like left me on red. And I was just like, okay. And my mother was like, girl, make your own. I'm like, no, I don't know nothing about nothing like that. So I just started. I'm a Libra, so we you can't really tell us no, and we just put our foot down and do what we do. We just do both. What?
Virgo.
Story over.
Hey, you in
Matter of
Virgo
fact, I'm
series?
about to flip this table.
Hey, you in the Virgo show?
All right, Eric, and I'm Jamaican too.
Yeah.
I feel like, are you spicing me now?
They said they're Virgos. This interview is over. No, but for real, honestly, like fast forward into you really can't really tell me no. So I made my own lane, and it's been good from here. There, and I'm a single mom, like I stated, and I made all my children. And the people that came to participate who had children couldn't find babysitters. We put on the kids fashion show.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
So we was together.
Yeah, that's one way to alleviate that. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody to babysit. You ain't not coming because you don't have a babysitter.
Right.
No excuse.
None.
So question. With what you're doing, right? The internet is a big part of whatever we do now.
Yes.
The internet is part of this. So, and social media. So how big is that portion as far as the internet, social media is for your business?
It's actually major because you need influencers and you have to figure out every day how to create different content to gain, or I'll say garner more viewers for real. And then sometimes it's a downer because you done created this thing that you think about to be magnificent, and then you get like 1,000 views and 2 likes, and it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you know, this is dope.
Right. I know it's hard. Like,
Yeah.
When I used to do my comedy shows, it was all off my viewership and all off my social media. Luckily, it was actually successful, but there's a lot of people that didn't show up that say they would. You know what I'm saying? But I never got to the point where I was like upset about it because so many people came. But it's like, well, it used to be crazy. Like, this stuff is.
That was like my first one. I can tell you on one hand how many family members I had there. You and this coffee.
I'll be glad when they don't come though.
You know, it's starting to get to the point, I think, at the successful level I'm at right now, that I have so many pots going and they're being successful or they're ruined. It's like, yeah, I'm with you on that. Because it's either they're going to come or they need something free or they're going to consume your time. It's like, okay, yeah, you a customer. Sit down, have a seat. Like, let me schmooze the crowd.
Support another way.
That's how people feel. You know what? I used to be like that. I would say, like, supporting another way, but I really don't want a donated ticket. I don't want you to, I'm going to buy a ticket if I don't show. Keep your money. Because I want the people in the seats, because that's how I get.
Exactly.
Yeah. You get views.
Yeah.
So,
or if you're going to buy the ticket, give it to somebody else.
Somebody got to come.
Yeah. So let me hit you with this. So since you're doing a fashion show, you on the internet, this is for the public. So a lot of times when we do stuff for the public, there's a lot of criticism that comes with it.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of time the criticism that comes with it isn't constructive criticism.
It's
a lot
destructive.
There you go. A lot of it is hate. So how do you deal with that negative criticism?
I am a Libra. I keep saying this. I am so unbothered.
Oh, okay.
Like, and I'm gonna be real. Like, I'll say this: when I look at the way people view things, you have to be at a maturity level.
Okay.
You know, a certain maturity level to be like, okay, this is their view. Like, this doesn't define you. They don't even know you. You know, and they're looking into something that they don't even understand. So I have a fashion show, but it's way bigger. Like, it's literally way bigger than us putting people in clothes and them walking down. It's confidence booster. It's you know, I probably got a question, so I'm gonna deter from that.
Okay.
So to answer your question, I just kind of negate through it. Like, maybe if it's a little bit too strong, I'll take it off because I might not clap back, but I got family who would like, you ain't even gonna take it.
You know what I've learned though, or somebody have told me, somebody that actually do clicks and likes and work with social media, work with like as far as like garnishing like pages and stuff. He told me never delete negative comments. Yeah. And I said, why? Because that's going to hurt my feelings every time I look at it. He said, never. He said, if you're trying to build a brand, because how social media looks at it is seeing that you're being
interactions.
The interaction is seeing that you're being encountered with not only just good and bad, you're just being encountered with whatever. And he said, always keep that, the negative and the positive.
And that goes back to this book, Bad News, because people engage more with negative stuff. Like there's an influencer that I follow. She's a fitness influencer. And she finds negative comments and she does videos on the negative comments. And she said that she does it not because it bothers her, but she gets more engagement on her posts, and that makes her more money. So she was like, the more that she talk about these negative comments or whatever, it's like
which is crazy because even doing this show, like sometimes like when we first started doing the show, and Eric would be like, it'd be like something going on with celebrities or something. And he'd be like, I don't want to talk about that. I'm like, dude, we gonna talk about it because that's clicks and views. You know what I'm saying? Because people are engaged in those things. Because I was reading something earlier this week. Let me try to remember. I was reading something earlier this week and I was talking about, and I wrote a comment too. That was talking about Tasha K, the Tasha K thing, and talking about how she gossiped and what she do. And she said, well, gossiping is pretty much. People, the Bible is gossip. She said gossip is pretty much what people have been doing forever, right? Now, I would have disagreed with her like 15 million years ago, but then I read the book Sapiens. And in that book, it talks about gossiping as how humanity survived. through gossiping and talking about different things that's going on with different people and talking about different people's lives, right? And I read in another book too that gossiping is important to humanity. I'm like, dang. Is it talking about negative gossip or positive gossip? But yeah, just a little food for thought.
I guess you just gotta, it gotta be what you have faith in, like what you believe in. You believe that, then go ahead, go off, Tasha. Gossiping is gossiping. You can use it for good or, you know. Me, I tell my story. So I tell people, if I'm telling my story, it's not a gossip.
Right.
But if you tell my story, you gossiping.
Right.
You gossiping.
Right. But it makes me feel important if you're talking about me, so it's kind of like...
I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
I got a different walk, so I'm like, and now I probably would have felt that way a couple years ago, but now I'm like, you just gossip.
So basically, you get super unbothered.
Okay, and the reason why I feel like that is because what people say about me ain't none of my business. Because guess what? I can't control it. I can't control what somebody else is saying about me. That ain't none of my business. I'm going to sit here and be... All I got to do is make sure I'm walking the right light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm walking toward...
And stay focused.
Yeah, stay focused.
Yeah.
Because people will make up stuff.
I be wanting to fight.
He still want to box.
But I feel like that's unhealthy.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, no, he's serious.
Catch him off shot.
Yeah. That's unhealthy. If you got...
Welcome to this
You're about therapy. You can't want to fight about what somebody was saying about... Even though it does feel some type of way, but after a while you just gotta look back and be like, man, whatever.
Yeah. I could say I literally just look at things now because when I look through the lens I have now, through what the stuff I've been through, because I've been attacked, like literally verbally attacked. I've had people go out on a limb and just say like, don't support her, and I really felt some type of way, like,
yeah, that's kind of whack.
Like, even if me and you had a disagreement, you gonna say, you being bothered with this show, don't support da da da, and it's like, wow, like, you know what I mean?
But you know what? If people don't like you, they're gonna create a fan club to not like you.
Yeah.
Because people can't do stuff by
Yeah,
themselves.
they don't want to be alone.
Yeah, people can't do stuff by themselves. People are very weak and very bothered. Yeah. So it's kind of like people they gotta try to like not like you with somebody else not like you because they don't even know how to not like you by themselves.
Yeah, I trust me. I feel that I'm a female. It's worse for us.
Yeah.
It's worse for us.
Yeah. Do you it is worse, but some of these dudes be acting like they bad bitches too. So it's like I
almost shouted. Amen or something.
Some of these
pass the offering.
You're right, because some of these dudes be like, dude,
they definitely bad.
Yeah, I'll be like, dude, like really. 25 years ago, you ain't like me. It's right to this day. Every time you gotta remind me that you don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Like just take my money because this is your place of business. But that's how it be like 25 years. Like dudes be trying to act like they bad bros too.
They be
because they be their mama. Their mama taught them that. And it's like you're not a bad bro, dude.
This is really in from all the negativity.
Yeah. Man, shut up. And I'm just, man, we gotta be negative. I'm just kidding. So, do you design clothes?
So I created a line called, like I said, Curvy Nurse.
Okay.
It was for curvy nurses.
Just curvy nurses.
Yeah.
Like not the curvy bus drivers or curvy.
No, I'm a nurse.
Oh, so it's just for nurses. Yeah. Oh, okay.
You know, like the army got their stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm pro nurse.
Oh, okay.
So she was focused on one thing, and that's sometimes you gotta just focus on one thing.
Got that.
Okay. All right.
So no, but I'm surrounded by designers.
Okay.
And yeah.
Do you like design? Do you like to be like, oh, I could just you watch stuff and you see stuff like on like?
I do now.
Yeah, you see stuff like on award shows or like on TV, and you like, you know what? Why would they wear that? I could have made them wear. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm gonna say I'm not a stylist.
Okay, you're not a stylist.
So I do have a friend that she's very good at it. Like shout out to her, Coco's Closet.
Shout out Coco's Closet.
Yes, because she can look at something and like this tree right here tomorrow is gonna be something fantastic.
Okay.
Right? That's not me. Okay. However, well, it wasn't me before I met her. I'll say that. She came to model for me, and then I saw that she had a brand. I'm like, girl, you need to be doing this. Like, this is what you do. Because she put me together. So now I say to people, like, even like right now, somebody like, oh, I like that. I'll say Coco's Clothes, and I say that because shouting her out because she created me to do that for myself.
Yeah, so that's showing love, and a lot of people don't do that, but that's dope.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah, so speaking of her and your shows and everything, so how did you put your team together? How did you pick your models, and how did that all come about?
So I did a model call, right?
Okay.
But normally I have returned.
So a model call is when you put something out.
Put it out there and say, hey, we hiring.
Okay.
For free.
For free.
However, you're gonna get exposed. You're gonna do your thing. You're gonna do your thing.
It's just like reality TV. Like they be like,
but some people.
They a lot of people like the reality TV shows. They be like, oh, they make you think they're making a whole bunch of money, but there are certain people at the top making a lot of money, and then there are people below that's
trickling.
That's like they're barely making a little bit of money. But what they're telling those people, Zeus, I'm going to tell those people is you gonna be able to make a lot of money because you're getting exposure. And it's the truth. It's the truth. You're getting exposure.
But you gotta have that person that thinks out the box.
Yeah, because they're gonna be booking. You know what I'm saying? Just like even with Tubi. Like, how many people have came to do Tubi to do stuff with us? You know what I'm saying? Because they're from different states and they're hot. And it's like they're going to state doing stuff because they hot. Because you, like she said, you gotta think outside the box. Because one thing gonna lead to another thing. It makes you bigger. Yeah. And
they gotta stay away from people who stuck in the Cleveland mentality. Like I've seen so many posts where they'll be like, why would you want to pay to be in a part of a fashion show? When I'm like, and I'll read them. And then I be wanting to clap and just say something. But that's my customer service. I teach customer service. Like I do so much. So I'm like, listen, you're doing a disservice to somebody who's actually utilizing your platform for knowledge. Yeah. And they might look at you like you the Bible, okay? And now you gossiping. Yeah. Because it don't make sense. Because New York Fashion Week charges everybody. Everybody. So who better than you?
Yeah. So I mean, look out, it's Cleveland, So the models that you have, they were really receptive to everything.
They were. And another thing is, to be honest, you kind of migrate to the people that you when you looking for something. So I'm gonna say I gave them hope, and not saying it like that, like they're hopeless, but. It's more like we all needed each other for certain things.
Yeah, you believed in them when other people didn't believe in them. Okay.
So it built their confidence. Like we have men that were going through relationship problems. Yeah. Women, body image issues. So confidence and posture is what we actually exude. And then you look at it like this too. I suffer from mental illness issues. So grief, had trauma. I've been through a rape. I've been through so much in this last, 4 years to where... And a health scare, so that is my path too. To where they're like, wow, she's able to do this, and they're supporting me.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, because a lot of times people don't know what. You don't know what. Yeah, you don't know what people go through.
We was talking about that the other day. Like people like be on social media just saying stuff to people. You don't know what the heck that person going through. Unless you just so much of a narcissist and so much of
all in their business.
So much of a what's the word I'm looking for? So much of a sociopath that you don't care what the person's going through. You rather them be dead. Yeah. So you just
A lot of people lack empathy.
It ain't even about empathy. It's just they all they can see is out their own eyes.
Past this phone they can't see.
They can't
like
see
this
nothing.
Person is human.
Yeah, But what you wearing today? What you got on today? What you got?
What I say?
I like the outfit.
She got Coco's
closet.
Okay. Yeah, but okay, like the little.
She said, look at this. I got Coco's closet.
Coco's closet on.
Make sure you tell Coco we shouted her out too.
She gonna know.
Oh, okay. She gonna watch the show.
Yeah.
What's your favorite season for dressing though?
I am a fall girl. Cause I'm what? Because I don't like to be. I don't like to be hot, right? Yeah. I like to be cold because you can add layers. You hot, you shouldn't really take the layers.
So, when he's talking about designing and, having a brand and all that other stuff, is there any actors or actresses or people in music that you look at like, man, I would like, that do something with them or, something like that?
Oh, as far as design. Okay. Yeah. Come back. I was like, Usher.
Man, Usher, no. Usher, my boy, but man, he done caused too much trouble, man. Usher caused too much trouble.
He caused too much trouble. Insecurity.
He caused too much trouble, man.
I'm telling you, y'all.
Shout out Usher, though.
Shout him out. Our fashion show on his birthday.
Oh, so you want to dress Usher? That's what you want to dress?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I want to dress Usher.
You heard that, Usher? I'm going to tag you in this video.
So you want him to be the one he with?
I want
to start a relationship with you? So,
can you get with it, Usher? Nice and slow, okay.
So what's next? What you got moving on next?
So what's next after the show? After fashion show?
After the show.
Yeah,
it's the after party.
Yeah, all right. Why was I thinking that after the show was the after party? Oh, you don't like Jay-Z. So
who you talking about him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he like Nas?
Because he like
I'm a Nas.
Okay, me too.
He like the East Coast. He like the West Coast. I mean, he like the West Coast. Like I like Jay-Z. I like Nas.
I like music.
Biggie.
I like hip hop.
Yeah.
That's my thing, hip hop. Although hip hop is life, man. It saved my life. That's another reason why we call it a hip hop love story.
Okay.
My fashion show.
So not to cut into that question. So are you using hip hop throughout the whole fashion show? No R&B, just
so it's intertwined, but
okay.
I always hip hop is
hip hop R&B kind of connect.
Yeah.
But it's funny because hip hop. Yeah, it was something I was thinking about hip hop. I was thinking about Kanye.
I love Kanye.
Yeah, because he doesn't really fool with Kanye. But okay, so when Through the Wire came out,
come on,
look,
no old Kanye. I miss with old Kanye.
No, when Through the Wire came out,
yeah,
I was in a coma.
What?
I was in a coma. I was in a coma for 7 days. And people kept sending me the song. I'm like, I just came out of coma. Like, my friends, they're like, yeah, we know.
It ain't funny.
He came out of it.
Yeah, I'm like, these weirdos sending me this song.
That is ridiculous.
Man, so I got home. When I came, they're like, you gonna like it. I came home from the hospital. I'm at home. And I started listening to the song. I'm like, this song dope. And Kanye was just, every album, every song, I could sing every Kanye song, but it was just like, every album I was going through something different. I stopped drinking. I got sober when the next album came out.
Yeah, I like old.
He did. He
I listen to that every I listen to that all the time. I listen to that album all the time. And then there was another. No. The first album I was on some really crazy stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, when he started calling himself Jesus, that's when I.
Yeah. Jesus walks.
Yeah, Jesus.
I mean, he got a little different. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I completely understand him when he said he lost the only girl in the world that knows him best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That right there resonates with my soul because I lost it with my mind.
I thought we was gonna have to stop the show. I thought you was gonna say when he said slavery was true.
No, he didn't grab it, flip it on me.
I was like, okay, we about to.
Okay, but. What was your question?
What's next for you? What's next? After
What's next? We gonna retire CTR, which is Curve the Runway.
You about to retire? You want to?
However,
okay. Let me not cut you off. My bad.
However, I created with my daughters a new way of creating fashion. So we're gonna it's gonna be titled Create to Rise.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a youth program.
Wow.
So what we're going to do is take some of the youth because they impact me. I told you I work in the school.
Yeah.
And they talk to me like I'm their mom, their sister, their auntie, and they really tell me about life. So I'll tell y'all what they've said to me, the reason why I did this. But they want to be entrepreneurs. They want to design. They want to be makeup artists. They want to be models. They want to be in this world.
Yeah.
So I told them, I said, well, show me what you want to do. They showed it. I said, all right, well, this is where we're going. So I feel like I'm making a bigger impact with people kids from the inner city, or where I grew up at, trying to come out of
contribution.
They've been through a lot, even more than I could even imagine.
And it's very important because they are tomorrow. I mean, it sounds very cliche.
But it's real.
But youth contribution is very important because when we're gone, this world is theirs. You know what I'm saying? Your son is going to be here. You know what I'm saying? And it's very important. Your kids are. It's very important.
I always wonder who's going to impact my child. So. That's why I'm making an impact.
That's dope.
That's dope.
I kind of like you.
Oh, thank God.
So the first topic of what's going on in this crazy world in pop culture, and this is not really, I don't know if this is pop culture or this is just crazy culture. The Mexican officials reveal they have discovered remains of an alien. Did y'all see that? Remains of an alien. It looked like any alien that you have seen. It looked like E.T. It looked like any alien you've seen on cartoons. And it says over 1,000 years old. It had eggs. One of them had eggs in it. It looks like, you know what? I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but it looked like a distraction for something. Like, it looked like a distraction. It was like a clear distraction for something. Like, I'm not gonna believe those are aliens. I'm not gonna believe they came from a different planet. I'm not gonna. Yeah, it just. It's like who's stupid enough to believe this? Like, how y'all feel about that?
I'm not even privy to it.
Because it was like, I felt like, man, there's just too much going on to be even care about these aliens.
I believe that there's aliens out there,
but I don't think that.
I don't think that was. Yeah, I don't think that was.
I think there might be life form on other planets. I don't think there's chances. I think the chances of life form being on other planets is possible. But this whole guesstimate of what we've been, because this is we guessed them because that's what they've been showing us. Hollywood has been showing us what they look like, and boom, they are exactly what we thought they were going to look like. And they about as tall as that. They're about as tall as this globe right here, and it's like it's ridiculous. It just doesn't make sense.
And aliens, y'all watching? Why y'all coming here? Like we got it, like. Really?
Why can't even afford it?
Like,
the cost of living is right now. Like, insurance for a car is so,
unless you got a kid, you can't even afford it.
But you know the crazy thing about insurance is right now, because people are like, why is my insurance going up? Why is my insurance going up? So if you really realize that insurance for cars, because have your insurance went up?
I don't know.
Okay, have your insurance?
Yeah, mine's went up.
Your insurance went up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so insurance going up. But the thing about it is, what people don't understand about insurance going up, okay, so for every dollar that these insurance companies use to pay for these cars, for every $1.06 that they use to pay for these cars, they only make $1 profit as far as like for their policies. That's why the insurance is going up. They're making less money than they're paying out. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like everything is going up because the cost of everything going up so much. That's why these insurance companies, that's why insurance is so dang high. So it's kind of like, I mean, I'm going to be mad at the insurance. You're going to be mad at the insurance company. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand the reason why it's going up because everything going up.
Hey man, shout out Outkast for that AT Aliens album. That one was hard.
Oh, every Outkast album was hard. Every Outkast album was hard. Okay, next topic.
Usher.
No.
Thank you.
What, you Usher now?
No.
You were Usher in the church.
I cannot believe I'm the worst.
Erica Usher in the church.
I'm like, are you?
He was Usher. He was Usher in the wedding.
Give me the fans.
With the white blood.
Okay, so Tyrese calls out DJ Envy after he and his wife Gia discussed that issue with him back on the air. So this is how I feel about the whole Tyrese thing. Tyrese keep trying to get Tyrese trying to do mental health fixing on the internet, and I'm okay. Yeah, trying to heal on the internet, and we ain't got medical degrees.
And he's reaching out to his media medics.
Yeah, media medics that we ain't got degrees, and we don't understand how to help you. But this is the one thing I'm gonna say in his defense. Charlemagne, which is one of my favorites.
I love Charlemagne.
Charlemagne, which is one of my favorites. I give a lot of props to Charlemagne. I read both your books. Great host. He know how to do the shock value. But Charlemagne talking all this stuff about mental health. But I'm watching that interview, and he's actually like playing the devil with this man's mental health. Like Charlemagne was like he was being very sarcastic. Did you watch the interview?
No.
He was being very sarcastic, and I feel like you're adding to this man's mental disturbance or whatever we want to call it because he was going through all these whatever he was going through.
Or was he just asking a question that people
No, Charlemagne was being Charlemagne.
Because he does ask the question.
He was being like pre mental health Charlemagne a little bit. He was being a little mama dogging little mama Charlemagne a little bit, and he was trying to because he was like. I feel like it was kind of like a little, but then I feel like he should have never went on the show. Like, why did because they weren't ready to clear anything up. They weren't ready to clear anything up. The DJ Envy said, in his most light skinned voice, he said,
I'm offended.
I'm sorry. He said, I should have boxed your mouth. I'm like, well, that sounds,
Boxed your mouth.
Yeah, I'm like, that sounds weird. But I should have boxed your mouth. But
where are you from?
New York. Ain't he from New York? Where you from? Y'all missed it. She said, "Where's DJ Envy from?" Akron. Yeah,
Hey, man, we do not claim that dude.
yeah. But he said, "Where's he from though? Where's DJ Envy?
He from New York.
He from New York. I should have boxed your mouth.
Box your mouth.
I should have boxed your mouth.
Sound like
What if a female said that?
Yeah, box your mouth, because a female has a box and your mouth. That sounds like weird as hell. No, I mean you know what I'm saying. But box your mouth sounds really stupid.
that is very.
But a dude talking about I should have boxed your mouth.
Yeah,
Why you say
Because that's how he's
Box
because
your mouth.
DJ Envy
That's
trying
how
to
he
be
said it.
hard just didn't sit. It was like because they do y'all do the show.
About to call them
You know what I'm saying?
when
Y'all,
they say that.
but I'm saying y'all do the show, y'all the reporters. You know what I'm saying? Talking about I should have boxed your mouth. Like that was kind of whack. I didn't like that.
You got anything to say about that?
I just want to know. I gotta find it. I gotta watch it.
You gotta see. I should have boxed.
Cause
your
I'm so upset he said that.
All I gotta say about that situation is like, man, all this requires pull-up activities. You know what I'm saying? Like all this back and forth. Like you get in an interview, like, well, I should have did this. I could have did this. I would have did. Man, don't wait till you leave the interview to say what you should have, could have. Pull up, do it.
The reason
You know
why
what I'm
they
saying?
waited is because they can get sued.
Yeah,
So,
but it's kind of weird though that you talking all this stuff about fighting. after the
Yeah, I
fact.
don't care about you. You don't like. I'm no disrespect. They probably feel the same way about me. I look at Tyrese. I don't think he don't scare me. I don't think he's tough. I don't think DJ Envy is tough. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, so you ain't. So what I'm saying is, you don't have to prove to me that you're tough. You know what I'm saying? Because I still have my own.
I got a question
opinion.
that's probably for both of y'all. That's probably gonna make people cancel me. But do y'all think that black men, right, as black men, like we are very immature, like a lot of times, because that's like you would never see. That was a very immature situation, like them talking about him putting up his phone and talking. Like, do you ever see white dudes doing that a lot? Like where they going live.
You ever watch these sports?
That's different. They're talking about sports and they're talking about different, but they're talking about their mental health. I'm talking about mental health and important stuff like that. And you going live crying. You know what I'm saying? What do you want me to do? Or whatever the hell.
Let that die. It was years ago.
But don't you think that is like very? I feel like it's when I see it, I feel like it's very
immature.
I think it's.
Or it's just the time that we live in.
I think it's.
And I'm not saying that, but go ahead. No, I have to clarify what I'm saying before I get canceled. But go ahead.
You right. Go ahead.
But I'm not saying that is the fact. I'm just saying that when I see stuff like that, it seems very immature. Yeah.
I feel like it's crying for attention, but you crying for attention from the wrong people. That's what therapists get paid for.
Right.
I don't understand like why celebrities do this. You don't have to prove nothing to me. Like whoever I choose, whatever my side is, it don't stop my bills from getting paid. It don't stop. You know what I'm saying? So why are you trying to prove to me somebody that you don't even know, that I have nothing to do with your life, that you're right and you're wrong? I mean, I'm still gonna form my opinion anyway, but it's just like go talk to a therapist.
And what I meant by that is that not immature. I meant emotionally immature, because you know that they're sitting there and there's so much feelings in it, and it's kind of like you're not controlling your emotions, so it's emotional immaturity.
Yeah, but
I think men are starting to embrace it, and it's starting to be overwhelming.
She like it was cool at first. She like it was good for a couple of days. She like, but now we arguing over pantyhose. She like, I gave him the pantyhose thing. He gonna make it a do-rag. She like, he put it on his as pants.
Just like he's talking about my skin tone. Listen, no, honestly, I can agree though, because it's starting to be that, like you said, the time that we're living in. Everybody runs to social media.
Yeah.
We're being taught to run to social media. When we were growing up, we were not taught to do nothing but pray to God. They were not taught to go seek counseling.
Yeah. So
right now it's just like what you're seeing, and it's developing more and more. And now you're like, man, it's soft.
Yeah. But not only that, but then they run to social media. Then when they don't get the response that they want, then they want to get mad at everybody. So it's just like, man, just seek help. You have all that money. There's all types of therapists out there.
Yeah,
seek help. You see like artists like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. You hardly ever see or hear about them on social media or whatever. It's like you just have to stay away. I mean, I understand you want the attention. But seek attention from people that actually care, not people that don't have nothing to do with your everyday life.
I actually think they seeking attention on. So being a person that had bouts with depression really, really bad, it's actually hard when you're viewed as strong to actually seek it from somebody you love. And I'm just being real because they are so shut off from it. It's like they are used to seeing you. So me personally, they're used to seeing me strong, going, being the mom on the go, being everything. So it was like I had to present that person because when I actually was falling, nobody really seen it.
That makes sense.
And now our outlet is online. So really somebody who cares is going to be able to filter and come in and say, hey, look, seek help. Or let me take you on this journey.
Because it's kind of like I have friends that always see me, and I wouldn't say super strong, but always see me as the one that don't care about nothing, laughing, joking. And when I'm having a problem, and I try to, same people that have brought their problems to me, same people who have just dang there crying, living on my couch, you know what I'm saying, in a bad situation, and they come and I'll be like, yeah, man, I'm going, and just to talk about it, not even like, I'm not going to cry, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to cry, but I'm just talking, they're like, man, you got it, you know what I'm saying, you got this, you good, you know what I'm saying, what you tripping on, you know what I'm saying, it's like,
or always trying to, compare. Like, I've been through that. I don't care. This is what I'm going through
right now. Because they're trying to negate the whole towards something else and try to make it not about you anymore. And some people like to make stuff about themselves
all the time.
Yeah.
Please seek help.
Please.
Professional help.
Yeah, professional.
And it's okay. Black men, women, mental health is important. So now BG is released from prison.
Shout out to BG.
Yeah, BG with the braids and the...
Hey, now you always talk about I'm from Akron. BG, in 1998, we have a rapper from Akron. His name Chino Nino. Shout out Chino Nino. Playing Flawless Records. He was a person. He was a person in Akron.
Yeah, I'm over here stuck.
He had BG and Juvenile and the Big Timers all on his album.
Okay,
that's
right. Yeah, so shout out BG. Grew up off of BG. I don't care what anybody in Akron said. I was the first person in Akron that had BG's album when they brought it out the box at 2 Live Music. We can dispute this all day. I was the first person with it.
How you know you the first person?
Because when they brought the box out, I was like, I want that album.
Opened it.
Yeah, when they cut that box open.
Because it wasn't like they got it the day before and somebody got it.
They was there working. But you know what's funny though? This was a week ago. They just got BG.
Oh. Man, shout out B. Man, we grew up.
You know that Akron still has a family video.
Man,
yes, they do. They still have a family video in Akron. That's crazy.
Man, go ahead, y'all.
I drove through Akron once.
Shout out BG, stand up guy, man, did his sentence.
Yeah, they've been making a lot of fun of him though, and because he look, I don't know. This is my thing. When people look different and they like going through something, we love to make fun of that and just make it. And it's because he looks like maybe something's wrong. Maybe he's sick. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not wishing. I'm not wishing sickness on him. But it's like all these jokes. You remember what they did to whatchamacallit? What's his name? That he died from cancer.
I'm from Akron.
No, dude from Black Panther.
I knew you were about to say that.
Yeah,
Chad.
Yeah, Chad. You know what I'm saying? And then it's kind of like you see how whatchamacallit look now. Ariana Grande.
Is she sick?
I don't know. That's why I ain't making no jokes about it because she's really.
You see how Britney looks?
Super dude. Well, Britney just Britney. But she just super. She's super. Ariana Grande is super duper thin.
Well, she was thin.
No, I'm talking about like you got to see it. Yeah, so you don't know what somebody is going through health wise. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They don't care. They just trying to get a like on their comment.
Yep.
Cause I be watching.
Y'all ridiculous. Y'all need help.
Yeah,
they go in. That's why people be wondering why I don't do certain things. They're like, you ain't see this on social media. No, I post and get out.
Yeah, I'll be doing that too sometimes. Yeah, I don't be wanting to see the notifications, but man, BG did his sentence. I think it was like 12 years or something like that. But shout out to BG for him. Hopefully, we get his life together and do great things.
That's a long time.
Hopefully, he got out and made that money for him.
That's a long time.
Shout out to BG.
Yeah.
So Bow Wow made a comment, or he was talking about.
He said he want to be an alpha.
No, he didn't. He said he wanted to be in the fraternity.
He looked iota-ish.
He looked iota-ish. He looked Kappa-ish to me. Like Bow Wow looked like he would have been a Kappa. Oh, do look kind of iota-ish though. I do see iota. Not saying definitely not cute. Definitely not cute.
Definitely
not alpha. I don't see alpha. Alpha nerds. You know what I'm saying? I don't see we normally nerds, but sometimes. No, we not stuck. We not. No, we think we know everything. Alphas think they know everything.
Tomato.
Alphas think they know everything. Man, you ever hear, the funny thing is when I'm arguing with an alpha about something knowledge based, even if they be on the phone, like if I'm arguing with them, I'm like, you Googling me. You about to send proof, because alphas feel like they gotta know everything, because basically what we a part of the fraternity.
But he was talking. But he was talking about how he, at times he wish he lived a regular life, like going to college, going to prom, pledging for a fraternity, become an alpha, stuff like that.
He didn't say alpha. He said fraternity.
And I can understand that with him, because he started out when he was like young or whatever. So
this how I
If
feel
he
about
want to go to
that.
prom, he can come in.
This how I feel about that. Like Bow Wow, I'll trade life with you, because I always wanted to be a celebrity. So we could.
A short, light-skinned celebrity with braids.
No, I don't want to be him. I just want to be I want to be myself. You know what I'm saying? I can rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, you hear
spit right now.
That's a lie. I can't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you gotta think, man. I mean, like I wouldn't mind being a celebrity, because
Yes, you would.
I said I wouldn't mind.
Yes, you would. You are very. He's the shyest person.
But no, what I'm saying.
What I mean, not shy. He's like irritated by people very easily.
Yeah, I'm an introvert, man.
Yeah, he's irritated by.
Are you?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very introvert.
This is different. Like him doing this on camera.
That's what everybody say. Like, you're an introvert, man. People drain me. Like,
yes. Yeah, it be to the point where like I'll be like, yeah, this dude like hate everybody. It's like he like
never mind.
he like 7 people in Ohio. He hate me, but it's like this dude hate everybody. But it's kind of like, because everybody annoys him. Like, he's one of those people, right? I don't know how you are, but I could probably say you're probably more like me.
I'm talking about Bow Wow. I'm talking about me.
But I'm saying energy.
Oh.
Like when I go out and I'm around people, that gives me energy. When he go out, he around people, it drains his.
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Yeah, his energy is drained. You should see when we taping, when we're recording the show. Yeah, I'm talking to everybody. I'm up there. He like, he ain't saying nothing to nobody.
When that camera come on,
he had two lines on the
4.
To be exact.
Shout out to Nick. Season 2, part 2. I'm on that too.
Oh yeah.
But back to being a celebrity. I mean, a lot of times, when you're a blue collar working person or whatever, you always dream about being a celebrity. But a lot of times these celebrities, they don't like being a celebrity. They like the money to come. Yeah. Like you look at Summer Walker. Like Summer Walker always talk about like how she don't like.
Is she? And she Summer Walker is she is just like how he is. She is like, she's okay with this being on camera and talking to the camera
and people that I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, but it's when the people come around and the actual energy, the actual bodies, they get crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, I can see like, man, him being that young and him missing out on that type of stuff. When you look at it,
that
like,
was my choice.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel I feel for him a little bit.
I know a lot of people who I read their story or found their story as in a celebrity who mother like Usher and made him do things. Mm-hmm. So I get it. I understand, but it still was a choice.
Yeah, because their parents want to be rich.
Yeah, so hopefully he could.
Chris Brown, Aaliyah.
And y'all can make him an honorary alpha.
He don't want to be an alpha. He want to be.
That's what he told me. He hit me. He was like, man. He like, tell Terrence I'm gonna be an alpha.
He don't even know.
What you gotta do?
He knows nobody from Akron.
You gotta call you up.
He knows nobody from Africa.
He from Columbus?
We're going on to the next two. Okay.
All right, so
Go ahead. You can
so we back with our featured topic.
Okay.
Topics. So this week we had 2 topics left. We got 2 topics. You got 2 topics pulled from the bowl.
We got
You know how this go, right?
Yeah, she knows.
Oh, okay.
She got it. She watches it.
So topic number 1.
Slowly.
Can you refriend someone after they betrayed you? And then topic number 2, are we obligated to support black businesses? So,
No. Okay, we're going to do this.
yeah, so we put in topic 1. I just put them in a bowl. I can't mix them up because he don't like the way I mix them.
Yeah, let me mix
2.
them.
It's 2.
Yeah, he still got to mix them up.
There are 2 good topics. I like both these topics. They're actually my favorite ones.
Are you both of them
From the
or
four.
both of them?
Both. What is you? That's like when white people always correct us saying ass.
You talk about matter of fact,
You're mixing 2 pieces.
Yeah,
of paper.
yeah.
Because I don't trust how this
Hey,
gonna go.
hey,
Because you watch this, I see you watching this in and seeing what
I
time.
can't see. You ain't see me watching nothing. My glasses.
And the crazy
My
thing,
glasses on the table.
I picked these 2 topics.
Both.
I know that was good. I like both of them. You had better topics than I did.
Oh, you got to put one
You
back.
got one back. You had better. You had better topics.
Like, you
than me.
shoot nice. Like,
Yeah,
She
she
wanted
cheating.
them both. I want to answer both of them.
number 1.
Yeah.
Number 1.
One. Oh.
Can you refriend someone after they betrayed you?
Let me answer that.
Go ahead. It's your show. Go ahead. Ladies first.
So,
Uh-oh.
absolutely not. I've done it multiple times. Never do it again. And you want to know why?
Oh, I was just about to ask you. You've done it multiple times. What led you to do it multiple times and then come up with this decision?
I have a soft heart.
Oh, okay.
And normally people who I feel that betrayed me are people who I love, right?
Yeah.
So if I don't care about you, it's like, okay, you matter not anyway, right?
Yeah.
But if I love you, I try to give you that opportunity because I'm a person who I like to sit down and say, let's discuss what happened.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you care, we sit down and discuss it, we can hash that out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more mature now, and I know, no, you did what you did, you meant it, and you would do it again, and you would want to kill me the next time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it.
Well, my idea. There's a different. That topic is very broad.
You said
because
every week, bro.
because betrayal is sometimes your idea of betrayal is just somebody not doing things how you would want to do things, right?
No.
And then y'all kind of like. I'm not saying you personally. I'm saying y'all kind of like outgrow the friendship, right? Because I've had like situations where I don't like how we deal with each other. Like even as black men, sometimes we dog the hell out of each other. And then when I'm around people and that's all we do, you know what I'm saying? Like everything is just like it's something negative. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It's more so you. You know what I'm saying? So people like that, I kind of like turn my back. Like I can't really deal with
That's
you.
really betrayal.
Huh?
That's not betrayal.
Well, sometimes you feel like it's betrayal because you're like, oh, you said this, you know what I'm saying, and you said that, and it's not really betrayal. It's just that y'all don't really rock like that. Now, betrayal, I want to say, betrayal is like I haven't had anybody really betray me in a long time. We just outgrow our friendship, and it's just that you're not, as far as how your moral compass goes or how your life goes, it doesn't really coincide with how my life goes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta tell people how to treat you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta teach people how to treat you. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't, if you really you gotta feel like you that important. Where you like, you can't just be having people just treat you any which way. You like, man, you know what? This is what they going through. They can go through that by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not obligated to be friends with nobody. We're not obligated to be in relationships. Relationships are, some relationships are contractual. And you can break contracts. You know what I'm saying? Because when you married and somebody like acting right, you know what I'm saying? This contract is null and void. You know what I'm saying? The only relationships is like the relationships that y'all have. You have relationships with y'all children. Yeah. Those relationships are different. Yeah. Those relationships are different. And even when they get older, sometimes, you know, you got to bang back too. But, you know, but those relationships are different than just, let's say, friendships or, you know, like, we just banging or something. You know what I'm saying? Those type of, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You are making it, you combining two things though. So betrayal to me is, just, well, not to me, like, this betrayal is them deceiving you. Them speaking negatively against something that actually is the truth. Like, so,
but
not you having a disagreement or y'all just, growing apart. It's like, this your homie and he done slept with your wife. That's betrayal.
Yeah.
This guy done, you co-signed for his car and he like, oh man, when I get this $1 million and he get the $1 million, he ride past your house. That's betrayal.
Yeah.
Right? So, but me and you just elevating and going different directions, that's different.
But I'm saying that a lot of times there's little degrees of betrayal that comes with the elevation too, because certain friends are not. They don't let you go easily.
So you said like you borrow $5 and they don't give it back to you. Like,
No,
that's cool.
No. What I'm saying is they like try to manipulate you to think that you're somebody you're not. They be like, well, you're trying to do that. Well, you're not really good at that. Knowing that you are. You know what I'm saying? That's betrayal too. Knowing that you are, they're like, yeah, you're not really good at it. You probably shouldn't do that, because it scares them about something within their self, because they feel like if you elevate to that point, you're not gonna be around them. You're not gonna need them. Because sometimes a lot of people that you deal with, some people got mental health issues too. People could be like narcissists. People could be like, a lot of people, bipolar is like really, if it's not treated, in their mind, they're thinking that this is right. This is the right way to be. That people like are sociopaths. People are schizophrenic. You know what I'm saying? There's different types of mental health issues that a lot of people have that tells them that this is a good way to be. And to me, that is betrayal, because their life is telling them, I have to manipulate you to be around me and know how to act around me by any means necessary. But go ahead, what did you say?
No, I was watching y'all having a good conversation. Me and you always going back and forth, so it's good to have the guest going back and forth with you.
Because she's very intelligent.
Go ahead.
Like, I picked up on that. Go ahead.
You got something to say? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think with me, it all depends on what it's all about what the betrayal is. And I kind of got this topic from, matter of fact, goes back to BG.
I thought because you was watching 11 Colors and you saw the betrayal. So go ahead.
No, it goes back to BG. And before BG went to jail, he was beefing with Cash Money, Baby, and them. He talked about how they stole money, they wasn't paying him.
Right.
But now that he's out of jail, he's hooked back up with Cash Money. And they trying to do a tour and everything. So my thing, and then a lot of it was public. There was a lot of diss songs and stuff that was said in public. So my thing is like, I feel like if somebody owed me some money and I feel like they done me wrong or whatever, and once it gets to the point where it's public and we trade, we trade negative stuff in public or whatever. I don't think that I can go back to actually fully being around you, because it's one thing for us to handle it behind closed doors amongst each other, but now you invited everybody in. It's like now I'm looking crazy.
Because I ain't
gonna lie.
Exactly.
Because 2021, 2020, Terrence still was able to do that. I would let people in that betray me. 2023, the same. I would not. If I feel like on any level you are not supposed to be a part of my life, I don't care who you are. You could be my mama. You know what I'm saying? Which, thank God, my mama is not like that. You know what I'm saying? You are not about to be a part of. If I already had where we had a disagreement back in the day, I don't care what it was about. I'm not gonna be rude to you. You know what I'm saying? And even if like you trying to continually tell a story about me being a bad person and telling everybody, I'm willing to say, yeah, he's right. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as I ain't got to fool with you no more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't calling it like that. I'm stand on what I stand on.
10 toes.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, sometimes
it's like I'm washing my hand, okay.
Yeah, sometimes if you ain't got to argue, it's like they look stupid. Like that
person. I can honestly say the person that I was in business with, because she was. She ridiculed me on IG and Facebook 2 times after, I'm going to say, within herself disagreements. And the first time, I was just like, okay, whatever. The second time, it kind of perturbed me. I was like, now come on now. I'm not going to keep letting you get away with this publicly.
And then it's, I mean, I know you shouldn't care about what people think or whatever, but then it kind of messes with your integrity, because it's like once somebody goes public with the situation and y'all get into it back and forth in public, and then now say you forgive that person and now they see that you forgave that person. So now it's like the next person that betray you do something, they look at it like, well, how can you forgive them but you can't forgive me? Yeah. You know, so like you said, you got to stand on it and everything. So yeah, it's like I think like once it gets to a certain point, you know, it's like you just can't come back from that. Like stealing money,
cheating.
Yeah, cheat. I don't know. I got to the I got to
cheating kind of different.
It is not, but we ain't gonna talk about it because that's a betrayal.
That is betrayal.
I've learned that, you know, once you get to a certain age, you can't control people. People going, no matter, you give the person the world, and they're gonna still do what they're gonna do.
Yeah, they're gonna do what they want to do.
Yeah, so it's just like you can't. I mean, I can see like you could forgive them, but you can't forget and just move on. Because even if they cheat on you,
no more sitting at my table, Judas.
Yeah, it's like even if they cheat on you, that's always still in the back of your mind. Yeah, the relationship just can't go.
Yeah, because it's like you gotta heal yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been
exactly.
It took a lot out of
you. And it takes a lot out of you. And sometimes you just gotta realize that, you know, is this the person that I want myself to be?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you don't understand that a lot of times when you just accept certain things, you're messing with your own self-esteem. You're messing with your own self-esteem. You destroying yourself. And you up there, because you know what? That person is just, all they're doing is they're being themselves. All that. How you gonna get mad at people for being themselves? All you gotta do is either get rid of people that's being themselves.
Yeah, now let me ask you this. I know we talking about refriending people with friends. Now, is it different when it's family?
No.
Like, do you feel like the betrayal is worse because that's your blood? No. Like you don't feel like even if a friend betrayed you, the betrayal is the same as a friend, as a family.
Because remember I said, to me personally, is how I love you, and I can love you like a brother, like I love my mama's kids. You know, if you my brother, I'm not gonna give you that title and don't give you. I don't look even in my god siblings. So I know people who be like, oh, that's just my godmother. It's like I'm not about to call her my godmother and not embrace her like my mother. You know, so I don't give people titles that, you know, they don't have the same weight.
Yeah. I kind of, family is kind of different. I don't know, because and then it's kind of, that's a very broad question as well, because it depends on what type of family you're from. Or how your family is. A lot of people in your family, just the structure of your family. Some people are from destructive families. Some people are I feel like my family, you've met most people in my family. My family are they like TV family, like, you know what I'm saying? They like, right? They kind of like the Huxtables. I'm the outcast. I betrayed them. No, I'm just playing.
We're gonna talk about I'm the outcast.
It's kind of like because we've had that conversation. Yeah, it's kind of like I am. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like my family, like, they're not really betrayed. They're very caring people. So I'm talking about broad. So I'm talking about like my cousins and stuff. They're very caring people. They do stuff. I feel like we just have those people in my family where y'all just don't mix. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'll go to all the family events and the reunions and stuff, but you just don't mix with those certain people. But as far as like any matter of like betrayal with my family, I really haven't. But that's just a personal thing. That's just me personally. But I know a lot of people have that.
I feel like betrayal from family is even worse. And when it's your blood, I feel like it's worse.
If I had that,
you know, I feel like because that's your blood. That's the people that you. I understand what you said about, you know, friends could be family, whatever, but, you know, y'all got the same blood flowing through your veins, so
it's same like, people that'll tell on you, same people that take the food out your mouth, the kids' mouth. I don't.
But ain't it crazy when you feel like you've been betrayed by people and you look back at it, the situation, and you see where the part you played because you allowed. Because I be looking like I'm not a nice person. I'm not mean. I'm not mean, but I'm a very kind person. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. I'm very kind. If somebody asks me for something, I feel like, I gotta do this for them because they need that. Now, I crack jokes on you and you know, just mess with you and stuff like that, which, you know, nice people don't normally do. But as far as being, you know what I'm saying? But as far as being like kind, you know what I'm saying? As far as being kind, like, I do things for my friends. Like, I do things for people.
Yeah, I do attest for that.
Like, I do things for people. Yeah. And then sometimes people take advantage of that. And they are very, like,
And that's the crazy thing
Very
about
mean
that
to
too,
you.
because like I attest, because like when I've been in my situations, where especially in my car accidents or whatever, he hit me up like, hey, you need a ride here, you need this, that, and it's like, damn, I'm not really used to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I had always, even from a young age, I had always had to fend for myself.
Yeah.
So it's just like somebody doing something for you, especially like a black man. You like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
then you realize,
change,
and then you see my family. You see how
you
see how my family's like that.
Yeah.
Like that's how my family. My father, like, if people need something, he like, my father go and buy a whole bunch of stuff because he know that people gonna need that later.
And I think we discussed that before. I don't think we discussed that on camera, but we discussed that off camera. So
when we're talking about girl,
like it's cultural, or it's a cultural thing because you from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
But it's cultural, but it's actually your family values too. Because everybody from Jamaica ain't kind. You know what I'm saying? There's some mean Jamaican people that would not do. It's some people in Jamaica that would kill you. You know what I'm saying? And it's some very mean Jamaican people. I think it's my family, and I think it's my dad. That's just how my dad is. But it's not only my dad. It's his brothers and sisters too.
Yeah.
It's definitely your moral compass.
Yeah, it's the moral compass. My father, a preacher. You know what I'm saying? It's a moral compass. It ain't got nothing to do with just man. Some mean people in Jamaica. You know how they say Jamaica's crazy? Go there.
So
I just go to the beach.
Yeah,
right.
So it's like with you, it's just like it don't matter. True.
Because I'm not gonna call you bruh if you're not my brother.
Yeah, I'm to the point now where I feel like I have befriended a lot of people that I felt that it was supposed to end. And a lot of times other people make you befriend people that you know what I'm saying? Like you should call them. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't let somebody convince you to let somebody back in that wasn't good for you. Because that happened to me.
I've had people that tell me like, you knew better.
Yeah, that too. Good.
You've seen that.
Yeah, that too.
Seen that. That's why I could brush it off. Like, you know what? It took me off my game.
Because people, just like y'all was saying, family. People like, well, that's your family, or that's your fraternity brother, or that's your. They start naming titles and stuff. Yeah. But titles don't make people allowed to treat you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing that we're learning now that is very important, and we talk about it a lot in the show, is mental health. Yeah. You know, mental health is very important.
And I think it's kind of harder for me too because, like, unlike you two are popular. You know, y'all more extroverted, so y'all around more people. I'm more introverted, so my circle is like real small. So this is like a lot of stuff when it comes to like people around me or family. It's like when it happens, I'm shocked because like, damn, I never would have expected this. So
I actually have had that before. Like, I've had that before.
You got a Miss Silly attitude, bro. Like you got Miss Silly wasn't used to people being color purple ass attitude.
Give me these trauma books.
He like me. People nice. Y'all gonna share.
Hey man, we fighting under the show, man.
Y'all gonna share that cake.
Hey, so before
I should have gave some sugar every piss.
So before, don't laugh at him. He ain't funny. So before we go, you want to give any shout outs? You know, let people know what you're doing.
Shout out.
You know,
how much fun you had. I had a great time.
You gotta come back.
Yeah, this probably.
You want to know what? You want to know a secret?
What?
You sent them pictures, right? And I was like, why would she send these pictures that we can't edit? And then I was like, could you send another picture? Like, I sent another one. I was like, oh, this is going to be one of them.
No, I sent you 4.
And then you want to know.
You want to go look at the other first one. I was like, he didn't even look at all of them.
But you want to know when I was like, oh, she cool. Your spirit from when you got out of the car and I was like, oh, she got a really good spirit.
He watched my walk, y'all.
Man, that walk.
Shout out to Val.
You was practicing your model walk.
It was like, ba-doom. It was. I was like, Jessica Rabbit. Yeah,
shout out to the gym every day.
Yeah, she got a bad walk.
You know that's one of the best shows. No disrespect to any other shows, but you know, come on.
Yeah, don't.
Alright. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, like, for real. I commend y'all. Thank y'all for having me on.
We appreciate it.
I do want to shout out everybody involved in the show, but specifically to Micah Dixon, my host for the event. She's been there since day one, and She helped me get, and y'all the first to know this. Well, on
Hey,
purpose.
people always breaking the exclusives on our show.
Because I put it out there, but nobody else knows this
Okay.
on their podcast. Remy Martin is one of that we're powered by Remy Martin.
okay.
So they're going to be on site with the beverages. So hopefully they get their tickets soon. Because we looking for y'all to be in y'all tux.
Oh, we got to dress up.
Yes. So the adult prom, it starts at 5 o'clock. We got Insomniac on the red carpet. So that's 106.1 iHeartRadio. Then at 7 o'clock, if you ever been to my show, we start on time. 7 o'clock.
No CPT.
The heels will be clacking.
And she was here on time today too.
Yeah, I'll play.
Yeah, and shout out Micah Dixon. I don't know her, but I've always been a fan of her shows and everything. She seems like she got a good spirit. So,
She does.
Yeah.
She does.
Yeah, shout out everybody.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in today. This is another episode of Thought Ops, and this episode will be out on Sunday. So, see y'all and peace.
Now y'all about to have me right.